live stream. As you can see, Xplane is loading, and we're going to go to Japan because Mr. X on Mr. X6 has released Japan Pro, which looks absolutely incredible. I I installed it last night and had a very quick look indeed. And what I saw was, you know, blow your mind kind of stuff. So here we are on the ground. There's no point me flying around in the 737 because just be a little bit too high. And I just realised you're probably getting an echo, so I need to turn that off there. There we go. That's good. Excuse me. Got a little bit of a tickle, a little bit of a cough as it seems to have appeared from somewhere. I don't know why or how. So I'm just going to change aircraft because then we can see better. Itchy ear. Anyway, nice to see you. Good afternoon, Darren. Oh. Oh dear, yeah, it's a terrible picture because it's well, I don't know. It's a bad picture. It's very dark. It was when I was flying to Tromsø the other evening. Right. So let's see where we're at. We are in the Cessna. We're at Tokyo International Airport. Haneda, I think it's called Haneda. So we'll just take off and have a whiz around. Let me turn on that, so you can hear that a little bit, okay. Oop, 65 knots, whoa, a bit of wind there. Right, so, let's have a look at this airport. I'm not too sure about the airport. There we go. I mean, it's the international airport. I suppose it's okay. A little bit of a shimmer in there. That's probably from the clouds. But I'm not. It's not the airport that I'm interested in. In fact, the airport's not that good. But it's the rest of Japan that looks okay. Is that picture any better? I don't know. It looks good to me. So here we are. So we've just taken off and this is where it really gets interesting. And I don't know how much of Japan Mr. X has done, but what I've seen so far, it looks absolutely stonking. We'll go down to the downtown area of Tokyo, and we'll have a look down there. I think my trim is a little bit out. That's it. Aileron trim is just a little bit out, and I'll get the flaps off. There we go. Probably needs recalibration at some time, my aileron trim. Let's come back to 2000. So, what's going on at Gatwick then, Darren? All those pesky drone flyers. But it seems as though it's a little bit more malicious than that because they keep appearing and disappearing, don't they? Whenever the police seem to get close. Which is, seems as though someone is, really trying to cause major disruption. Almost like a soft terrorist threat, isn't it? Hi Justin, how are you? Yeah, great scenery by Mr. X. It's absolutely stunning. Let's look at this. Now, somebody was saying yesterday, it's a pity it's not over orthophoto or Orbex or whatever. Well, yeah, that would make a difference, but let's not forget that Tokyo is one huge city full of houses and property, and I mean, it's just massive. I'm just trying to sort out the sound levels here. A moment, because it's a bit loud for me. Not that one. Not that one. That one. So let's come down here a bit. There we go. I mean, look at all this property. Now, the good thing about this, and I'm going to get down close, is that they're in keeping with the area. So they're not European style houses or uh, European German houses. These could well be Japanese style villas. It all looks pretty cool. It looks even better in the evening. Let's see if we can get to dusk. I haven't done anything with the weather. I haven't got FSGARW on. So I mean, when you come down to this kind of level, let's get right down here now. Let's have a look. I mean, how many houses are there? I remember seeing when Chris Kay down in Australia did Wellington, New Zealand, and there was over 60,000 placed objects. 60,000. Well, I'm pretty sure we've seen more than that already. There we go. There's our little plane. And these are really good. I mean, there's that many of them. They kind of look individual as well. Whoops. Mind the roofs. We don't want to be hitting them roofs, do we? Causing mayhem and destruction. I remember when I first got Xplane, Xplane 10. I was amazed that the auto gen didn't pop into existence, like in the other sim. And even now, it's just better in Xplane 11. This is Xplane 1130. Looks as though we've got an elevated highway here in the middle of the city. It could be a railroad for all I know. Apparently there is a bullet train that goes around. That is a road. You'll see cars on it. Elevated roadway there, which is really neat. I was trying to get to dusk, wasn't I? There we go. So we've got Darren and Justin. If anybody's got any questions. It just looks so good, doesn't it? I wonder what would happen if we used FSGRW, see what the weather might be like. Come on, start. Right. Being impatient, I ended up with two FSGRW started. Right, so let's move this out of the way. I didn't realise Tokyo was so big. It just goes on and on and on and on. Tried to install Terramax the other day, and unfortunately, it wouldn't install. It kept failing. I think it might be something to do with a plugin I've got. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to check that out. That's Mount Fuji up ahead. That's Mount Fuji, which I didn't realise was so close to Tokyo. Customize. We want match real world conditions, apply changes, and then start weather transfer. There we go. Justin is on the way to work. Happy birthday for Saturday, Justin, and have a few Jack Daniels for me. Hello, Dudley, how are you? Yeah, restart your YouTube, it should be fine. Oh, that is the weather, as it is, over Tokyo. It just goes on and on. If I knew Japan better, I would try and find somewhere else, but I don't know. Oh, I think we can go to Okinawa. Let's change location. Okinawa. Ah, right. So the thing to do here then is look at the README. Custom. No, not global scenery. Custom scenery. And it's Mr. X. Japan Pro. Oh. Oh, you don't know what I can do. Oh, gosh. I don't want to be looking at this, do I? I know that you can go to a couple of different houses, airports, but as I say, I'm not Nagasaki. Let's try Nagasaki. Let's see what it looks like there. Okay, Dudley, was the picture any better, or is it still blocky? Alright, we're going to go to Nagasaki and have a look there. It'll all go quiet in a moment because the aircraft will reload. Or should do. Oh, how strange. A little while ago it was hammering down with rain, and now it's stopped. So I'm going to quickly go to Nagasaki. Ooh, very nice. And then we'll have a quick fly around Nagasaki, where the weather is clearly not very nice. There we are flying. Oh, we got a bit of rain. Nagasaki, the weather is light rain, few cloud at 1,000 feet, broken at 6,000 feet. There's a scattered at 100 feet. SCT, so scattered 100. Once again, though, you can see where Mr. X6 is. If you remember GB Pro that Tony Robluski did, this is very much similar to that. In so much as that it's populated the area with houses, etc. I'm just trying to get to dusk. We're not having much success here for some reason. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so here, this is Nagasaki. You got the mountains in the background. The weather is really grim. Once again, it's all the houses by the hundreds of thousands. I think what this area, apart from some photo scenery, I'm assuming the terrain mesh is good. It looks good. Let's see if we can get above. So I'll do this, and we'll go up a bit. Oh, in the cloud, in between the cloud, above the cloud, 27,000 feet. That Cessna's not going to like that. So we'll go around about here. Yeah, this is not good. But at least I'm still straight and level. So yeah, the weather is pretty awful, isn't it? I'll just keep going straight down, I might as well. There we go. We'll go down. Oh, excuse me. There we go, we're in between cloud layers now. Doesn't help, they've still got flap on. In between cloud layers. Somebody was asking me, what does FSGRW and Real Weather Connected do? Well, Xplane can only put three layers of weather in. Yeah. So even though when you go to the weather thing, it shows you clouds at all different levels, it actually only puts 3 layers in. Whereas FSGRW will put weather all the way through. So we're in between a couple of cloud layers here, and if we fly over to this hole here, you can see that there's another level of cloud down below that hole, which is dead ahead of the aircraft at the moment. Yep. So it's pretty grim. But that's not what we came to look at, was it? So that's 5,000 feet. Here we go. Just falling through the weather into Nagasaki area. Anybody who's flown VFR will know that you really should keep away from this kind of cloud. If you've flown in the real world, that is. Yeah, Darren, I've got, this is SkyMax and FSGRW. So it's depicting the weather as it is. This is what the weather looks like in Japan at the moment. Pretty grim. Just let me check my settings, because as we well know, oh, my SkyMax has disappeared. Now, that is a bit odd. You were right, Darren. So I've got SoundMax, Max FX, but my SkyMax has disappeared. Well, how bizarre. Let's have a look over here in the recycle bin. Excuse me. What the heck has happened here? It's a good job you said that. Recycle bin. Oh, nothing there. Well, I'll be jiggered. Right, well, there's only one thing to do. Quit that and go a-hunting, as they say. What the dickens has happened there? What the dickens? Does anybody say that? Dickens? Or is it just me? SkyMax Pro 4.73. I just don't understand that at all. Okay, well, oops, here we go. This could be the end of the thing, couldn't it? Don't worry, you will not see my password. So I'll move that over there just to make sure. No, you didn't see my password anyway, so let's go back here, Xplane 11, boom, next. Yeah, alright, connect. Alright. Well, that is really weird. Thank you, Darren, because I missed that. completely and utterly. I thought it was just the way the clouds were being depicted. I I've never seen that before. I've never seen SkyMax just be deleted, because it wasn't even in there. It was gone off my hard drive. So it was really strange. So I haven't got a clue what went on there. Just Xplane, I think. Oh, God only knows. Finish. Okay, we don't need that, but we do need. Oh, let's show you Xsplasher. There we go. Get a new screen up. There we are. Uh, yeah, I know you're not about, Justin, but you might watch this later. I'm not going to review Xsplasher again because I reviewed it a couple of years ago when it first came out. But suffice to say, the main difference is now that it has it's got a graphical user interface when you install it, and it asks where your Xplane folder is and the folder that you want to use for your images, for your splash screens. And I just pointed it to my output folder because there's lots of images in there, and yeah, it works. So there you go. Justin, you're off to work. Have a good day, or afternoon and evening. I know you work a funny shift. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to sort out this cough. I don't know where it's come from. I hope don't think I'm infectious or anything. Might be a hangover from the cold I had when I was in Vietnam, which was a stinker. I must admit, it was a stinker of a cold. Oh, here we go. How many times do we do this, guys? Authentication failed. Why? Ah, authenticating. Updating license. License updated. There we go. All done. Right, let's click on that, get rid of that, and FSGRW. We'll just do start weather transfer. Yes, that looks better, doesn't it? Shalom, Greenrod Dylan. Shalom. I'd much prefer it if you call me by my name as opposed to Daddy. But you know, whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. Right. Let's just pause that quickly. Plugins, SkyMax Pro, configure clouds. I have mine at 40. Oh, come on, 40,000 thereabouts. Yeah. Puff rotation is good. I got crisp. Uh, hazy days and hazy cloud. We'll go there, and yeah, that's good. Apply changes. Here you go. Oops. There we go. I've applied changes now. Everything's good. Just make sure. See, it's still showing stormy. Oh, that's okay. Match real conditions. Resume flight. Plugins. Uh, FSGRW external injector. Oh. And there we are. Right, we're back in Japan at Nagasaki. Yeah, for sure, Nagasaki. Yeah, sorted, Darren. This is lovely. It looks really nice. Now, I think what we'll do is we'll go a little bit higher now. 9,000 feet. There's nothing wrong with this weather. Nothing wrong at all. Very nice. So, Mr. X in his Japan. It's all a little bit extreme. There's an awful lot of it. It looks good, you know. And of course, it's not over photoreal scenery. So if you've got ortho photos for it, even better. Even better. It'd look absolutely awesome. That's assuming it would work over ortho photo, and there's no reason why it should not, or would not even. There we are. Well, it stopped raining here in Cardiff, so I'm going to take the dog out for a walk, because at least he'll stay dry. So, quick stream, just have a look at Japan. I know we didn't see that much of it, but you know, it looks really good, and it's more to do with OSM data and property, and a couple of airports as well from Mr. X6. All right, I'll catch you all soon. Quick live stream, and for those of you who are not here, you'll be able to watch this later because it'll be on. It'll be on the channel. We'll leave it on the channel. Look at the way the mist goes around the mountains there and the valleys off in the distance. Yeah, cool. There's still a little bit of popping. Let me just check this. FSGRW I want. Oh, you can't do it. So tools, settings, Xplane, update rate every 15 minutes. That's okay. That's enough. Alright, so no, cancel that. Dynamic weather download, continue. So it should be downloading some weather. Or just, you know, updating this one. As we come in the mountains there, you see the mist? Now that is superb. Very much like real life, that. Never do you, it's very rare that you have crystal clear days. There's a little bit of rain in the air. You know, even if I was to do something like, I was thinking of moving the visibility, but you know, what would be the point of that? It was one of the things that people used to do with Real Terra Haze, when Real Terra Haze worked in Xplane 10. They'd spend ages working out the haze and everything. Whoops. At that. I think that looks pretty dang good. Alright guys, I'm going to go and walk the dog. It's not raining, so that means he stays dry and I stay dry. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all soon, and if we don't, and if I don't get back online, have a Merry Christmas everybody, or a happy holiday season. However you spend this time of year, hope you have a good time, and we'll see you all again soon. Cheerio. Alright, so no, Greenrod said, can we have a look at the auto gen? Which is, I mean, he's right. That's what we were here for. So let's do this really quickly. I hope you're still there, Greenrod. Let's get down a bit. Whoops, how about there? That'll do, won't it? Yeah, I mean, the auto gen is what it is. I mean, it doesn't look too exciting here, but when you go to Tokyo, it's really good. You know, individual houses, they look Japanese in style. They look like villas and apartments, and not your generic European buildings. Some of the roads don't actually match up with the highways, but that's a consequence of you know, working in this fashion when you're trying to create something that's blanket. Apparently the road signs are all been done. Now whether that means that they're in Japanese or English, I have no idea. But apparently the road signs have been fixed. That's a weird little bridge there. I'm trying to see a road sign if I can. Whoops a daisy. Can't see one as yet. The traffic seems to be moving in the right direction as well. So let's have a look at this road sign here. Yeah, there we go. It's in Japanese. So that's pretty neat to get it in, you know, language. Here we are coming into another conurbation. Excuse me. Yeah, I think there's custom models for the traffic as well. There's another conurbation you can see. Are they on the? Yeah, they're driving on the right hand side of the road, which is correct, isn't it? So that's pretty unique. Okay, so there you go. At least there's buildings, whereas Japan originally was pretty devoid of buildings, and I think maybe the tree count has been upped as well. I may be wrong. I'm not quite sure about that. Right, I'm definitely going this time. I've got to go and get some cough drops or something. Get rid of this dry cough. Okay, guys, we'll see you soon. Take care. Merry Christmas once again.